Hey you guys, good click. Yeah, it's your lucky day. I'm gonna tell you my secrets about how I go about finding epic locations. I'm going out this weekend. I'm going on a trip. It's gonna be awesome. You guys will see all the photos all over Instagram. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, how does he find those locations? I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? You guys stay away from reserveamerica.com. Hey, nothing against that website, but you guys know that you have to make a reservation a year in advance. And I know some folks out there are gonna say, hey, why are you telling people how to access the great outdoors? The outdoors is gonna be overrun and it's gonna be terrible. No, quite the opposite. Here's the reality, is that our national parks are being overrun because they are designated campsites with limited facilities, and everybody wants to get into the great outdoors. And I'm telling you, people, we gotta disperse. There's plenty of land out there. We just need to know how to use it, and I'm gonna help you and you're gonna help the environment. Here's what I do to find an epic location. US Forest Service roads, that is my very first go-to. That is tip number one. Okay, so do I gotta go to a ranger station and get them MVUM maps and all of that? No, you do not. I'm gonna mention our app. Now, the only reason I'm mentioning our app is because the Trail tab is such an awesome resource and it's free. You guys, some folks charge for it. We do not. You download the Overland Bound 1 app, and on the Trails tab, you look at the Forest Service roads and you find camping sites around the Forest Service roads near you. Most of them have primitive campsites that you can just go to, all right? So that is available to you. There's a link in the description for both iOS and Android. But the first thing I do is I locate the US Forest Service roads in the area that I want to go to. But your homework is not done. If you want to go to a location this weekend and you haven't been there before, here's tip number two. Tip number two is you need to call the ranger station for that district in that area, because they have local information and they're going to tell you how to be a good citizen. All right? They're going to tell you what permits you need. They're going to tell you the fire danger. They're going to tell you whether or not fires are permitted. Here in California, the answer 9 times out of 10 is no, they're not permitted. You can put a flashlight at your feet. That's about all you can do. You need to know that information. But the other thing is, if you're not familiar with the area, once you get the Forest Service road, you can have a conversation with the staff at that ranger station about specific roads. Hey, I'm looking at road N95, XY, etc. Is that okay for my two-wheel drive vehicle? And they'll give you that specific information. We want you to be safe. You want to enjoy your time outdoors, so know before you go and make that call. All right, so that's tip number two. Tip number three. You see rigs like mine cruising down the highway. Maybe you guys have seen it. If you don't have a rig like this, an overland rig that's going to support you when you're off the grid in these awesome destinations, you should do it. It's cool. You're gonna find that solace with the great outdoors, but that is not the topic of this video. That's the topic of this video. All right, so we're on tip number three. You see these rigs out there cruising down the freeway, and you see a trash carrier somewhere on the vehicle, like on the back of my vehicle. And that is not only for me, so that I leave it better than I found it, so that I can take everything out with me that I brought, but it also, in the unlikely event that somebody that came before me was not tidy and did not bring their trash out, I can clean up after them as well. If we all leave it better than we found it, we'll make a positive difference. So those are my 3 tips, and with those 3 tips, you guys can get out there this weekend. You can get beyond the crowds. You don't have to make a reservation in advance, and we're gonna disperse and we're gonna save our national parks until they can sustain the volume of people that want to enjoy them, all right? Now you guys, that's what I do, that's how I travel, that's what I plan, that's how I plan. I'm gonna be out there this weekend. Perhaps I'll see you on the trail. All right, until next time, you guys, leave it better than you found it. Find out how to be a good citizen to our great outdoors, and I will see you on the trail. Outfit and explore.
I know that you're curious, I know that you're strong, but life can be furious and things can go